venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man, it's White. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Creates a little room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of vibe.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play. play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drop.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop. That guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Quick spin on the run. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, I know the the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They love to make this short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Savage. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. Pass to Tech. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The screen, he's got wheels! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on third. That's caught. It's Davis. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
All by himself down the middle. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time on target. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. DBs will back off a bit. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Bring in the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Found a seam. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Snap in the shotgun. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Florida, 28. Georgia, 6.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Daniels. Picks up the first down, still moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Gonna try to get it himself. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down.
First and 10.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Snare. Cooler.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire to the left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Running there. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
There he goes! All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
A lot of coaches